On Cinema is headed to the theater.
Should I see a movie this weekend?
This season we're going back to the basics. Movie expertise, classic titles, Gone with the Wind.
Here's your ticket stub. I'd like a seat in the front row.
Expert opinion from film buff Gregg Turkington. Join us here on Tim Heidecker's On Cinema at the Cinema.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of On Cinema at the Cinema. I'm your host, Tim Heidecker, back with more movie reviews, giving you guys a chance to figure out what to watch this coming week. And I'm joined by my co-host, Gregg Turkington. Greg,
hey guys.
Good to see you again.
Welcome to our show live from Victorville.
We're back in the Victorville scene. And I'll just get this out of the way. This is, I want to apologize because I threw these guys under the bus a couple weeks ago, and you know, this is a great company that makes these devices, and I was able to connect again with Dr. Sand, and we figured out through, I mean, he's admitting that it was his fault, that the dosage and the chemistry that he had combined to make this for me was all wrong, and we were able to dial it in and actually find the right amounts for me. And I just didn't want anyone to get the wrong impression that this was going to be, that this company is a problem or that this device is a problem. Gives me exactly what I need, which is light nutrition. I'm still eating, luckily. But then this also complements that and adds nutritional value, such as vitamin C and vitamin D and vitamin A. And also it has just a slight psychoactive element that keeps me creative because we're still working on the record. Axiom had to go back to West Hollywood, so I am without his rock, but luckily his sister Juliana here is staying out here with me. And she's keeping me warm at night, if you know what I mean. At the archive. So don't everyone worry about me. This is a much better place for me to be. There's no synthetic cocaine in here or any of that kind of crap. It's all natural, actually. I got that confirmed from Dr. Sand. But he does want me on it pretty much intermittently through the day, which is...
But I've been getting complaints from the landlord at the archive that I need to talk to you about because I do not want to lose that space because of how you've been carrying on there at night.
Well, like I told you before, we're being creative, and the lyric writing process is part of that. Is self-expression, and
it's not meant to be a party pad or something. It's a film archive that's in a storage facility, and so it's not zoned, for a party atmosphere.
Okay.
No, you're welcome to stay there as long as you want, and I invited you. But the thing is you
don't want me to be self-expressive and working on projects that's going to move me forward as an artist. Hold on, I'm not finished with you. And you don't. And then you don't want me to use this space, which I'm paying for through the Tom Cruise Memorial Junior Fund that I set up.
You can use it during the day, but I don't want you putting on Descartes concerts during when I have a schedule for screenings.
What you expect me to be doing.
Well, I'll show you the complaint that I got from the landlord, and it's very specific, but I just don't want to lose the place.
You're not going to lose the place. You're being very uptight about this. This landlord's he doesn't know what he's doing. Trust me. I'll talk to him. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I don't know if that's going to help.
Stop being such a baby about this. The landlord is just being overreactive, and he has got you under his thumb, and you're being manipulated, and that's embarrassing.
Well, he's not manipulating because he's been very generous all along. He's looked the other way.
This is the same asshole who's revoked your bathroom privileges for 2 months. You had to go down to the gas station to go to the bathroom. I don't like this guy. I think you're getting taken advantage of.
Well, that wasn't because of me. That was because somebody else who also was using one of the units, but did not because they were running an archive out of it and were working late. They were strictly just living there because it was cheap rent, And the bathroom, having them change the locks on that had nothing to do with anything I was doing. All right. And you knew that, so I don't know why you bring it up on the show.
We'll try to keep it down.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
You're welcome to stay. I'm not, I just be smart.
The manager's calling, complaining because we got, when you're at this movie theater, we got Juliana screaming like a little kitty cat. Don't tell Axie, by the way. He doesn't know about it being her.
Well, it's more Ayaka that I would tell.
Hands of Stone. Kind of quirky movie. Jonathan Jakubowicz. Starring Robert De Niro, Ellen Barkin, Ana de Megas, de Armas, Edgar Ramirez, the legendary Robert De Niro and his equally legendary trainer Ray Arkell change each other's life. Roberto Duran is the name, not Robert De Niro, and is equally.
Well, the actor Robert De Niro's in the movie, but the character's Roberto Duran. The character's not Robert De Niro.
All right, this one, Hands of Stone, starring Robert De Niro, one of my favorite actors of all time. I think has he done a movie you didn't like?
Nope.
I give it 5 bags of popcorn. One of my favorite movies this year is Hands of Stone with Robert De Niro. I can do an impression of him if you want.
No. Yeah, Hands of Stone is interesting. It's not being called Raging Bull 2, but essentially it is, but with a twist, is that now Robert De Niro is the trainer, and he's training a young fighter, whereas in Raging Bull, he was the fighter. So shades of Rocky Balboa. In those movies, Rocky Balboa has become the trainer rather than the fighter. And so now Raging Bull has gone that same route. But it's a little more interesting than Rocky, because with Rocky, you have so many Rocky movies. One comes out every year. With Raging Bull, we had one come out in 1980, and we've heard nothing since. So it's great to get back and catch up with these characters. It's an exciting film on its own. You don't have to have seen Raging Bull. It will definitely help. I do foresee a Best Actor award for Robert De Niro, and I think that would be pretty cool for him to win it for this, as he did for Raging Bull back in 1980.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
That's Taxi Driver.
Well, I'm doing my Robert De Niro for you.
Yeah, but that's a different character.
All right.
5 bags of popcorn, and I would have to say miniature boxing glove or something. Maybe 2. Set of 2 miniature boxing gloves as a souvenir of 2 great movies, Raging Bull and Hands of Stone.
All right. Mechanic, Resurrection.
What was your rating?
5 bags. Mechanic, starring Mechanic, Resurrection. Starring, directed by Dennis Gansel. Cast starring my favorite actor, Jason Statham, Jessica Alba, and Tommy Lee Jones, my favorite actor too. Arthur Bishop thought he put his murderous past behind him when his most formidable foe kidnaps the love of his life. Now he's forced to travel the globe to complete 3 impossible assassinations, a little bit like Deckard.
Well, Decker's not assassinating people. He's preventing assassinations from happening.
I would think he would assassinate if it was, for example, if we had, like Obama was in the presidency. Deckard would come out and put a bullet through his skull.
Again, I don't want you talking like that on the show, because the next thing you know, they're going to shut the show down. There's nothing to do with this movie.
That's fictional.
Nothing to do with
I'm talking
Deckard.
fictional. Decker's a fictional story. If you had a president like Obama, I'm not saying it is Obama, somebody like him. Somebody exactly
like him. You can't talk like that on TV or anywhere, really.
I'm not saying I'm going to kill the president.
Well, stop saying it and let's just talk about the movie.
You're talking about assassinations. I'm giving you an example.
No, the movie is about assassination.
Right.
It's about a character who's kind of an unsavory, kind of the flip side of the James Bond coin. He's an expert at what he does, but what he does is something that's not appealing in the way that saving the country is appealing when Deckard does it. And so he's kind of an anti-hero.
$5 bags. Whoa, that hit me hard.
5 bags of popcorn.
Yay. Hold on.
You need to do this stuff before you come into film because it's just really disruptive.
Oh, it's gonna fucking come out of my nose. Wow. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. I gotta put this away for a minute.
Yeah. I thought you threw it away.
Oh, crap.
I also think Tommy Lee Jones as Max Adams is an unforgettable character that.
Oh, wow. You have any segments to go to? We could cut to it.
Yeah, we've got some on cinema on locations in the can.
Oh, shit.
Can you put one of those on until he gets done with his little...
Victorville, California. Every street has a story, and these are but just a few on cinema, on location. Hey guys, on cinema at the cinema on location at the home, the ranch house where Citizen Kane was written back in 1941. This ranch, the Kemper Campbell Ranch, was the writing location of the motion picture script for Citizen Kane, and it's right here in Victorville, California, current home of the world's #1 film archive, the Victorville Film Archives, as well as the shooting location for Season 8 of On Cinema at the Cinema. Back in 1941, this is where Orson Welles wrote Citizen Kane. Back to you, Tim.
Oh!